and the dreaded D-Rose report. Hi. Trailer for Disney's Mona, featuring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. It with critical acclaim during the Olympics, I guess the other night on CBS. The Rock noted on Twitter that he and his family had a sneak peek at the film over the weekend, last weekend, and everyone was crying, except him. WWE performer, NXT superstar, remember Emma? Mentioned on Twitter that she's recently started working out again, and she did some filming with sports photographer John Lawrence this past weekend. Emma's been out of action since May with a back injury, and no word yet on when she's going to be back in the ring, though. But she took some photo shoots and sent them on the internet. WWE's announced that the club, comprised of course, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, is going to be challenging WWE Tag Team Champions at SummerSlam, August 21st at the Barclays Center, and Big E is still injured out of the storyline. So Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods are going to be defending the titles. Since that's going on, they can't beat the New Day without Big E. Big E can't beat the club without Big E. But anyway, so I'm suspecting the club is going to be the champions, unless Big E does a surprise appearance, comes in, and Xavier Wood leaves. They may end up still being champions, but if Big E is going to be gone, he got a chance. All right, here's the updated card so far. I got an addition here in a few. Universal Champion. Title is going to be either Seth Rollins or Finn Balor. WWE Tag Team title, I just told you about the Tag Team title, but WWE title match is going to be Dolph Ziggler taking on Dean Ambrose. Women's title match is going to be Charlotte taking on Sasha Banks. Intercontinental Champion is going to be Apollo Crews taking on Miz. Tag Team titles, of course, Anderson and the New Day. Randy Orton taking on Brock Lesnar, and John Cena taking on AJ Styles, because they just don't like each other. Former WWE diva Kelly recently was married to NHL superstar Sheldon Sorey, which I don't watch hockey. Their wedding aired on the other night's WAGs on E! Network, and they got a clip of it online too. Former WWE champion Dave Bautista had some trouble with British Airways and vented on Twitter with the former WWE champion, Great Khali, getting caught in crossfire. Batista says, "Things I would rather do than fly American Air or British Airways again." He said, "I would rather have another match with Khali, vote for Trump, eat a bullet, or go blind." He don't like British, I guess. All right, WWE appears to be continuing the Eva Marie hamstring injury storyline. Eva Marie appeared on, with the Carmella and Becky Lynch taking on Natalia and Alexis Bliss, but did not wrestle due to the storyline injury. But anyway, she did cut a promo after her voiceover introduction played. The angle done this weekend saw Natalia filling in for her. So I guess she's actually injured. And last night's dark match after Raw featured Randy Orton defeating Bray Wyatt, which is the SmackDown superstar, with the RKO. They're still interchanging. They kept telling everybody, that's done, you're never going to see, they always say never, and they shouldn't say never. And The Rock's finished up Fast 8. And after this weekend, it should be done. And he put this on Instagram. He's not happy with some of the male co-stars, I guess. But on Instagram, he says, "This is my final week of shooting Fast and Furious 8. There's no other franchise that gets my blood boiling more than this one. An incredible hard-working crew. Universal's been great partners as well. My female co-stars are always amazing, and I love them. My male co-stars is a different story. Some conduct themselves as stand-up men and true professionals, while others don't. And the ones that don't are too chicken shit to say anything about it anyway." candy asses. When you watch the movie in April, it seems like I'm not acting in some of the scenes and my blood is legitimately boiling. He says, you're right. So, I don't think he's that good an actor, but if it looks like it's boiling, it's because he's right. The bottom line is, he says, it'll play great for the movie and fit his character Hobbs. That's embedded in my DNA as well, he says. The producer in me is happy about this part. Final week of Fast 8, I'll finish strong. Next, I wonder how many, take a guess, how many Fast and Furious or Fast 8s or whatever they're going to do, how many Fast movies are they going to have before they finally quit? Next week's Go Home edition of Raw prior to SummerSlam on August 21st will feature appearances, of course, by Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, as well as segments with Seth Rollins calling out Finn Balor. But he's going to call out his alter ego, Demon King. Speaking of Balor, he's got a photo, new photo of his latest WWE shop t-shirt on there. Roman Reigns versus Rusev for the U.S. Championship has just been confirmed for SummerSlam, and also Sasha Banks defeated Dana Brooks on last night's Raw, making the upcoming Women's Championship bout at SummerSlam a one-on-one with Banks and Charlotte. No Dana to be found. All right, what else have I got here? Jorel Nelson. Jarrell? He was the one who was squashed last night on Raw and from Anaheim. He's a local wrestler under the same name, and he competes for Championship Wrestling from Hollywood and has a brief profile on their website. Florida, Who's With Me, has been announced for another WWE SummerSlam song. Fort Minor's Welcome was previously announced. And Pro Wrestling Sheet, former ECW announcers, this is what they're saying, and Vice President of Digital Media Content, Joey Styles, is no longer with WWE. Currently no word on why Styles has been released, but it comes off of fresh off the heels of a Facebook and Q&A where Styles provided some questionable answers when a fan asked him, why is WWE trying so hard to shove Roman Reigns down our throats as a babyface for so long? Styles replied, bottom line is, if our chairman thinks that he's a future superstar as a babyface, that's how things are going to play out. But the answer is Vince thinks it can work. He's been right much more than ever being wrong over the course of the last 40 years. But I'm sorry, I'm not going to second guess the chairman. So maybe that pissed off Vince. I don't know. Also, a video was posted featuring Randy Orton discussing SummerSlam opponent Brock Lesnar online. I'm with company right now. He knows it's about the end of the show here, don't you? The original Four Horsemen, by the way, and WWE Hall of Famer Tully Blanchard talks about failing a drug test for cocaine back in WWE while he was teaming with Arn Anderson. Tully says that WWE wasn't testing the enhancements at that time, just cocaine, that's all. And Tully says the failure was his fault and a huge impact on the trajectory of his career. And Blanchard says he's the only guy to fail a drug test and never get hired back by the promotion. A little bit hard feeling, I guess. Thanks for clicking, you guys. We gotta go.